Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Totally Awesome Fishing Show New Zealand. And this morning I am fishing in Mackenzie country in the Twizel canals, and sort of view we got. Not sure what the time is. I think it's about 8 o'clock, 7:45, something like that. I've lost a spinner. I've lost my favourite spinner, and it's caught 2 salmon this morning. So I'm on the same mould of lure, same weight. It's just a different colour, and I've had 1 salmon follow this lure, and I've had 2 other bites. And it's gone a bit quiet, so I swapped over to soft baiting. Oh, we've just had a bite. I think we've just had a bite. That was either the bottom or a bite, and that was a bit more pronounced. That was a bit more pronounced than just hitting the bottom, hitting a stone. I think that was a tug. And that's where they've been coming from, just in front of me here. So there's plenty of fish jumping. The salmon farmers are here working over there, look. Just in close, I've had my fish. I'd say the first fish was about, he wasn't huge, but he weren't small. The second one was a bit smaller. But I've released them both because I'm not in a position to bag them up. I've got no ice with me or anything, and I want to fish for the next few days, so I don't want the hassle of messing around with fish at the minute. So yeah, the hooks I've got on here, they're not the hooks which come with it, because the car wire had bent the hooks, so I've got these real ultra small hooks on it, but I find that they do actually still catch fish even though they're quite small. They're razor sharp. I've got some trout leader on. I've got some 10-pound braid. And I've swapped over the swivels as well for some smaller ones I've got. Now, there was a rumour going around yesterday that there was a hole in one of the nets in the salmon farms. This is that and the other. So I hadn't been up here for ages anyway, and I wanted to do a video, so I've come up this way. There's a couple of lads fishing on the other bank there. They were there last night, and they're trout fishing with these eggs. And this young lad, he hooked a giant rainbow trout last night. That jumped out of the water. That must have been about 20 pound. And literally within a few seconds after that snapped him off. And about 15 minutes later he hooked another one, and that ran underneath the salmon farm and snapped him off. But he's landed something this morning, but because he's on the other side of the bank, I haven't been out a chance to sort of see what he'd got. But there were some lads fishing here yesterday, and there was 4 of them, and they were hooked up every 10 minutes. One or the other had got one on. They seem to be losing a lot of fish, because they were inexperienced or what, I don't know. But they were hooking up and getting all excited. And one of the lads said he'd only managed to land 1. I mean, I landed 2 in about 10 minutes. First thing this morning, first light. But that has gone quiet, and I had 2 bites. I had 4 bites on that lure and landed 2 fish before I'd lost it. It got caught in some weed, and I just pulled on it, and it gone. The leader was okay, but I thought I tied the knot on pretty good. But they're not huge fish. They're nice sort of table-sized fish. I'd say their biggest is about 4 pound. Hello, we've got the first dude has turned up, looking all serious. So we just have to see how we go, whether we've got duck into town and get some the right gear. It's always actually nice to have somebody fishing alongside you, because when it goes off the boil a bit, you can sort of see hi up. You can sort of see what sort of sorry? I wouldn't know. He's talking about saying that there's a big QMEC flow. And because I live in Christchurch, I don't. This is a good 4-hour drive from Christchurch. I fish it 2 early this morning. Yeah. So for locals, you know, they know it inside and out. But I mean, I didn't. There might be something online I can check for QMEX and things like that, but I ain't really that bothered. I mean, I got a tip off from the tackle dealer. I went to the tackle dealer asking about lures and bits and pieces, and I just said, how's the canals fishing? And he just gave me a little bit of information. But I think you've got to have the right gear on here. I've lost the lure. I like pink. I like a little bit of tinge of pink in your Twizel. 15-14 gram. But oh, lost my balance then. But another person coming down. What time are these people turning up? I like to check and find out what time anglers are turning up. What's the time? I'm a bit weird like that. 8:47. 8:47. They're all coming down. Oh well, we got a couple. They look like brothers. Yeah. It's difficult here really, because you want to try and let your lure sink. But the current sort of takes it away from you. All you can do is a very slow retrieve. Because I find the lure, if you watch the lure close in, even just holding it against the current, it sort of it spins and rotates and does its job. So I think as long as you can just not even retrieve, if you've got some current, it's still fishing, you know. So I've had one salmon follow this lure. He come right round it, swimming around it, acting really sort of driving him crazy. But anyway, guys, I'll log in if we get hooked up again. I have got one video of one of the salmon I've caught, but that was early in the morning, so it was quite dark. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like. And it was the smallest of the 2 fish. The first fish I got was virtually pitch black. So anyway, I'm just going to save the battery, and I'll get back to you when it's when we're hooked up. All right, I'll see you later.